Welcome to my channel, my friend. Have you ever asked yourself, why is my English still slow? Why can't I speak fast and clear like others? Maybe you study many words. Maybe you try grammar rules. But still, when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Today, I will tell you how to improve your English fast in a way that is simple, clear, and possible for you. Comment below if you have ever felt stuck when trying to speak English, because you are not alone. And if you stay with me until the end, you will not only learn how to improve your English faster, you will feel motivated to start today. Chapter 1. The real reason you are stuck. My friend, let me tell you something very important. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. You are not weak. You are simply stuck because nobody showed you the real way. For many years, schools and teachers told you that learning English means studying grammar, memorizing long word lists, and passing exams. You were told that only the smartest students can speak fast. But that is not true. The truth is simple. You are stuck because you try to learn English with your head only, not with your mouth, not with your heart. Think about it. How many times did you study English in school? Maybe many years. You learned rules. You wrote answers in books. But when a real person asked you something, your mind went empty. You knew the words. You knew the rules. But still, nothing came out. And then you felt bad. You told yourself, maybe English is not for me. Maybe I am too old. Maybe I am too late. Maybe I am not smart enough. But listen to me carefully. None of those things are true. You are stuck not because you are weak, but because you learned English in the wrong way. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you are in your room, reading your notebook. You see the word beautiful. You repeat it. You write it down. You think you know it. But the next day, your friend says, "Your country is beautiful." You feel confused. You know the word, but in that moment, your brain feels heavy. This happens again and again. You know the words in silence, but you cannot use them in real life. This is the pain that almost every English learner feels. And I know, because I also felt it. The real reason you are stuck is this. You study too much, but you do not practice enough. You learn with your eyes, but not with your tongue. You focus on grammar before sentences. You wait for the perfect moment, but that perfect moment never comes. Let me tell you, fluency is not born from perfection. Fluency is born from mistakes, from trying, from speaking even when you are not ready. Do you remember how children learn to speak? They do not open a grammar book. They do not memorize one. 0 words in silence. They simply listen, they copy, they speak, and they keep speaking. They make mistakes, but they do not care. They laugh, they play, they continue. And slowly, they speak well. You can do the same. You are not too old. You are not too late. Your brain is ready, but you must change the way you learn. You see, many learners are trapped in the same circle. They study, forget, study again, and forget again. It feels like running but never reaching the finish line. That is why you feel tired. That is why you sometimes want to quit. But quitting will not give you the life you want. Speaking English will open doors. It will give you jobs, friends, travel, and confidence. It will make you proud of yourself. So you must break the circle. How do you break it? First, accept the truth. The reason you are stuck is not grammar. It is not vocabulary. It is not age. It is fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of being wrong. Fear of people laughing. This fear locks your mouth. This fear tells you to stay silent. But here is the good news. Fear is a lie. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Every mistake you make in English is a step closer to fluency. I want you to imagine something again. Imagine today you speak one short sentence in English. Just one. Maybe it is, I am learning English. Maybe it is, today is a good day. You say it out loud. You smile. You repeat it 5 times. That is not a small action. That is power. That is progress. That is you breaking the chain. And if you do that every day, your English will grow. Fast, strong, real. So, my friend, the real reason you are stuck is not because you are not smart. It is not because you are not talented. It is because you were told to wait until you are perfect. But now you know the truth. You do not need perfect English to start speaking. You need to start speaking to become perfect. The road to fluency is not far. It is right here, in your next sentence. And I promise you, once you understand this, once you start speaking even small words daily, you will never feel stuck again. This is the beginning of your new journey. A journey where you will stop studying like a prisoner and start speaking like a free person. Where you will stop waiting for tomorrow and start living in English today. You are not stuck anymore. You are ready. And this time, you will not give up. Chapter 2. Speak before you are ready. My friend, let me ask you something. How many times have you said to yourself, I will speak English when I am ready? Maybe you thought, first I need more grammar. First, I need more words. First, I need to be perfect. And so you waited. 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, maybe many years. And still you are waiting. Still you are silent. Still, you are not speaking. The truth is this. You will never feel ready. Not today, not tomorrow, not even 10 years later. If you wait for the perfect moment, that moment will never come. Because fluency is not waiting. Fluency is action. You must speak before you are ready. You must open your mouth now, not later. You must use the English you have today, not the English you hope to have in the future. Think about a baby. When a baby starts speaking, do they wait until they know 500 words? No. They use the small words they have. They say, mama. They say, water. They say, bye. These words are not perfect, but they are real. And every time the baby speaks, they learn more. The baby grows, and soon they can speak full sentences. If a baby can do this, why not you? You are not weak. You are not late. You simply must break the habit of silence. Every time you stay silent, you teach your brain to be afraid. But every time you speak, even if it is 1 word, you teach your brain to be brave. And bravery is what builds fluency. Imagine this. You are sitting in your room. You want to practice English, but your mind says, no, not today. I am not ready. At that moment, you have 2 choices. You can listen to your fear, close your mouth, and wait again. Or you can speak 1 small sentence. I am here. That's it. Just 3 words. Suddenly, you feel alive. You feel strong. You feel proud. That 1 small sentence is not small. It is a door to a new future. Many learners think they must study more before speaking. But let me tell you a secret. Speaking is the best study. When you speak, you use grammar without thinking. When you speak, you remember words faster. When you speak, you train your mouth to move in a new way. Every time you speak, your English improves faster than it ever could in silence. Yes, you will make mistakes. Of course. But mistakes are not shame. Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. And every mistake teaches you something. Every mistake makes you stronger. You must understand this truth. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is the goal. Do you know what will happen if you start speaking before you are ready? First, you will feel nervous. Then you will make a mistake. Then you will feel embarrassed for 1 second. But after that, something amazing will happen. You will feel proud. You will feel free. And slowly, you will realize, I can do this. I can speak. And that feeling will push you to keep going. I want you to picture yourself. You are at work. A friend says to you, "How are you?" Before, you stayed silent or answered in your own language. But now, you speak. You say, "I am fine." Maybe your voice shakes. Maybe your grammar is not perfect. But you spoke. You used English. And in that moment, you are not just learning. You are living. My friend, the world is waiting for your voice. Do not wait until you feel ready. Speak today. Speak now. Use the words you already know. Even if it is just, "I like coffee," or "This is my phone." These are not small. These are victories. Every sentence you say is a step toward fluency. You must believe this. English is not learned by silence. English is learned by speaking. Not later, not when you are perfect, but now, today, with courage, with mistakes, with heart. So remember this. Waiting will keep you stuck. Speaking will set you free. If you speak before you are ready, you will become ready. If you use what you have now, more will come. Your fluency will not come one day in the future. Your fluency will begin the moment you open your mouth. Chapter 3. The Power of Daily English. My friend, let me tell you the biggest secret to learning English fast. It is not grammar. It is not big vocabulary. It is not long study hours. The real secret is this: daily practice. Not once a week, not once a month, every day. A little bit, but every single day. That is the power that will change your English forever. You see, many learners make the same mistake. They study English for hours on one day, then stop for a week. Then they try again, then stop again. They think big effort in one day will give them results. But the truth is different. Your brain learns like your muscles. If you go to the gym one time for 6 hours, nothing happens. But if you go every day for 15 minutes, your body changes. The same is true for English. Small practice daily will make you fluent faster than big practice sometimes. Think about brushing your teeth. Do you brush for 3 hours on Sunday and then never again? No. You brush every day, even if it is short. That daily action keeps your teeth clean. English is the same. A little bit every day keeps your brain fresh. It keeps your memory strong. It makes English part of your life, not just a subject in a book. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you give 10 minutes every day to speaking English. Just 10 minutes. In those 10 minutes, you talk about your day. You say, "I woke up. I ate breakfast. I went to work." That's it. Simple words. Easy sentences. But you do it daily. After 1 week, you feel more confident. After 1 month, you feel different. After 1 year, you are a new person. This is the power of daily English. Many learners wait for the perfect time. They say, "I am too busy. I will practice on the weekend." But my friend, the weekend never comes. Life is always busy. You must find English in your daily life, not outside of it. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. You can describe what you see. You can say, "This is my chair. This is my phone. I am drinking water." These small sentences may look simple, but they are gold, because they are daily. The secret is not time. The secret is habit. 5 minutes daily is better than 1 hour once a week. When you practice every day, Your brain learns to expect English. It becomes normal. It becomes natural. Soon, you will not even think about study. You will simply live in English. I want you to feel the power of daily English. Close your eyes and imagine this. Imagine you are walking to the bus. You talk to yourself softly. The sky is blue. The bus is coming. I am waiting. Imagine you are cooking. You speak to your spoon. You are my spoon. You are helping me cook. Imagine you are tired at night. You whisper, I am sleepy. I want to rest. These moments look small, but they build fluency. They give you practice. They train your brain to think in English. And the best part is this. Daily English makes you grow without pressure. You do not need to study grammar tables. You do not need to memorize long lists. You just speak. You just listen. You just practice a little each day. Slowly, without stress, your English becomes faster, stronger, and more natural. Do not underestimate small wins. One sentence today, another sentence tomorrow, and another the next day. Soon, you will have hundreds of sentences, and those sentences will carry you into real conversations. That is how daily English works. Many people quit because they think fluency is too big. They think it is like climbing a mountain. But let me tell you, a mountain is climbed step by step. You do not jump to the top. You walk. Every day, one step. And before you know it, you are higher than you imagined. English is the same. Daily steps will take you to the top. So, my friend, never ask, do I have 1 hour today? Instead, ask, do I have 5 minutes? Because 5 minutes daily is enough to change your future. Do not wait. Do not stop. Make English your daily friend. Speak to yourself. Speak to objects. Speak to the mirror. Speak to the world. And you will see the power of daily English in your life. This is not just advice. This is the truth. I have seen people who studied English for years but never improved. Then they started daily practice. And in months, their English grew. Why? Because daily action is stronger than big efforts sometimes. Small steps every day beat big steps sometimes. That is the power. That is the key. So promise yourself today. Promise you will not skip. Promise you will not wait. Promise you will give at least 5 minutes every day. And one day, very soon, you will look back and say, wow, I speak English. I am confident. I am free. That is the gift of daily English, and it belongs to you, starting now. Chapter 4. Listen like a child. My friend, let me tell you something powerful. Before you spoke your first word in life, you listened. You listened to your mother's voice. You listened to sounds around you. You listened to people speaking again and again. And then one day, your mouth opened and the words came out. You did not start with grammar. You did not start with books. You started with listening. This is the natural way, and this is the way you can learn English fast today. The problem is that most learners forget this truth. They try to speak without listening enough. They try to build sentences without hearing how sentences sound. And so, they struggle. They feel slow. They feel confused. But if you listen first, you will speak with power. If you listen like a child, you will speak like a child. And children learn faster than anyone. Think about it. A child does not say, let me study the rules of my language. No, they hear it, they copy it, they repeat it, and little by little, the language becomes natural. You can do the same. Even as an adult, your brain can copy sounds. Your brain can catch patterns. Your brain can learn by listening. But you must give it the chance. Listening is more than just hearing. Listening is feeling. When you listen to English, your brain absorbs rhythm, tone, and flow. You may not understand every word. That is okay. A child also does not understand every word. But they hear, and with hearing comes memory. With memory comes speaking, and with speaking comes fluency. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you listen to one short English sentence every day. The sentence is simple. How are you? You hear it once, then again, then again. Soon you can say it. And not only say it, but say it with the same sound, the same music, the same feeling. That is how listening trains you. That is how your mouth learns to move. That is how your voice becomes natural. Do not tell yourself, I do not understand everything. Understanding is not the first step. Copying is the first step. A baby does not understand every word they hear, but they copy, they repeat, and slowly, understanding grows. You can learn in the same way. Close your eyes, listen to English, feel the music, repeat. That is enough to grow. Let me give you another picture. You are walking outside. You put on your headphones, you listen to a short English podcast or a YouTube video. At first, you catch one word. Then you catch two. Then you catch a whole sentence. You do not force it. You let your brain take it. And the more you listen, the more your brain opens. The more your brain opens, the easier speaking becomes. This is why shadowing is so powerful. Shadowing means you listen and speak at the same time. You copy the voice you hear, just like a child copies their parents. At first, it feels strange. At first, you are slow, but keep doing it. Soon you sound more natural. Soon you speak faster. Soon your brain starts to think in English without translation. My friend, I want you to trust this process. Do not worry if you feel slow in the beginning. Do not worry if you only catch one word. Every word is a victory. Every sentence is progress. Listening is not empty. Listening is active learning. Listening is planting seeds in your mind. And if you plant seeds every day, soon you will have a garden of English words ready to grow. Think about music. When you hear a song many times, you start to sing it. You did not sit down to study the lyrics. You just listened. And suddenly, the words came into your mouth. English is the same. If you listen again and again, the words will enter your heart. And once they enter your heart, they will come out of your mouth. So, my friend, listen like a child. Be patient. Be playful. Be curious. Do not worry about mistakes. Do not worry about speed. Just listen. Listen to short stories. Listen to simple conversations. Listen to your own voice when you repeat. And trust that your brain is learning even when you cannot see it. Fluency will not come by force. Fluency will come by sound. If you listen daily, if you copy like a child, if you let English become music in your ears, then one day you will open your mouth and words will come out naturally. You will not even know how it happened. But it will happen. This is the gift of listening. This is the secret of children. And this can be your secret too. Listen today. Listen tomorrow. Listen every day. And your English will grow faster than you ever believed possible. Chapter 5. Small wins. Build big fluency. My friend, let me tell you something powerful. Big fluency is not built in one day. It is built in small wins. One sentence, one conversation, one little step. Many learners think they must make a big jump. They think they must learn everything fast. And when they cannot, they feel sad. They feel weak. They stop. But the truth is simple. Small wins make big fluency. Think about your life. Every big success started small. You learned to walk with one step. You learned to read with one letter. You learned to write with one word. At first, it was slow. At first, it was difficult. But every small step gave you power. And one day, you could walk, read, and write without fear. English is the same. Do not wait for a big win. Celebrate your small wins. I want you to imagine this. You say your first full sentence in English. I am learning English today. That is not small. That is victory. That is proof you are growing. Maybe your grammar is not perfect. Maybe your pronunciation is not clear. But it does not matter. You spoke. You used English. That is success. That is a small win. Small wins give you energy. They give you confidence. They tell your brain, I can do this. And when your brain believes, your mouth speaks more. When your mouth speaks more, your fluency grows. This is the magic circle. Not waiting for perfection, not waiting for the future, but seeing victory in every small step. Many learners make the mistake of comparing themselves to others. They hear someone speak fast. They hear someone use big words. And then they feel small. They say, I can never do that. But you must stop this thinking. That person you admire also started small. They also said hello one day for the first time. They also made mistakes. But they did not quit. They built fluency step by step. And you can too. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are speaking English with a friend. You use 5 short sentences. Maybe they are simple. How are you? I am good. This is my phone. I like tea. I am happy. That is not small. That is progress. That is practice. That is you becoming fluent, one small win at a time. When you celebrate small wins, you remove fear. You tell yourself, I am growing every day. You do not wait for a perfect test. You do not wait for a big certificate. You see power in the present moment. And this mindset will carry you forward. Think about climbing a mountain. If you look at the top, it feels impossible. It feels too high. But if you look at your next step, it feels possible. You say, I can do one more step. And step by step, you reach the top. English is that mountain. Do not look only at the top. Look at the next step. Take it. Celebrate it. Then take another. And soon, you will be higher than you ever dreamed. I want you to promise yourself something today. Promise that you will not ignore your small wins. Promise that you will celebrate them. Did you learn one new word? Celebrate it. Did you say one new sentence? Celebrate it. Did you listen and understand one line in a movie? Celebrate it. Because these are not small. These are bricks. And brick by brick, you are building your fluency. Small wins also protect you from giving up. When you feel tired, they remind you that you are not the same person as yesterday. You are better. You are stronger. You are moving forward. Even if it is slow, you are moving. And slow progress is still progress. So, my friend, stop waiting for big success to feel proud. Feel proud now. Feel proud today. Because every word you learn, every sentence you speak, every mistake you make, they are all victories. They are all small wins. And together, they will make your English big, strong, and fluent. One day soon, you will look back. You will see how far you came, and you will smile. You will say, I did it. I am fluent. And then you will remember it was not one big moment. It was many small wins. And those small wins gave you the big fluency you always wanted.